to order the City of Alva Tourism and Convention Development Committee meeting. This is a special meeting agenda because next week is the turkey hunt. So, all right. First item of business is discussion and action on the minutes from February 15th.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of last meeting.
Second.
Okay. Scott.
Yep.
Scott.
Second. Yeah,
I
he
second.
said it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Sadie?
Motioned. Yes.
Okay.
I'm here. Yes. I forgot.
That's okay. Okay. Let's try it. Sadie?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Melinda?
Yes. Okay. Next item is discussion and action on the minutes from the March 8th, 2023 special meeting.
I make a motion to approve those minutes.
Okay. Sadie?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Melinda?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now discussion and action on the February financial report. Oh, and we can do February and March together, correct? Or
Since
since they're
Are
separate
they
items?
two separate numbers?
Yeah, we can do them separate. Okay, I just want to make sure we're following the rules. So,
I know that I turned in the paperwork again for the Alva Mural Society one. I turned that in back in December, and I don't know what happened, but it didn't get paid out, so I resubmitted it, and Melinda signed it for me. So, or I think you signed the.
I don't think that was the Mural Society.
No, that was a different one that you signed. But that one's they're gonna be receiving those funds, if not already. And then the Bull Battle received their funds, so.
Okay. Are there questions or discussion regarding the February financial report?
I'll make a motion to approve the February 2023 financials.
Second.
Sadie?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Melinda?
Yes. Okay, moving on to the March financial report, item 5.
You ready for a motion, Melinda?
Huh?
You ready for a motion?
Yeah. Oh,
I
sorry.
make
Yes,
a
is there a
motion.
motion? Yes, sorry.
I'll make a motion for the March 2023, to approve March 2023 financials.
Second.
Sadie?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Melinda?
Yes. Okay. Item 6, discussion and action on the 27th annual NWOSU football golf tournament, not to exceed $5,000. So, Coach?
I'm Ronnie Jones. I'm the new head football coach at Northwestern, and I am a proud alumnus, and could not be more excited to be coming back to Alva. It's a special place for me, and hopefully I can make people proud. I would like to thank you for the opportunity to talk about our upcoming two-day event, the 27th annual Hog Roast and Auction, and the Ranger football golf tournament. The Hog Roast and Auction will be held at the Woods County Fairgrounds, and on June the 2nd, and on June 3rd, the golf tournament will be at the Alva Golf and Country Club. I expect a tremendous turnout for this event. I've talked to people ever since I took the job here about coming back, and I went out and I talked to so many alumni that said, I haven't been back since 2007, or Coach, we hope we can get this thing going again. And so I've reached out to a lot of alumni, but a lot of people that just want to be part of this program. I've got a guy flying in from California. I've got a guy flying in from Maryland, just to be at the auction. I think he just wants to meet the Rally Rangers, is what I think. But
They're kind of fun.
they are fun. We're expecting roughly 250 people to show up for our auction and golf tournament. Now, out of that 250, I would say 70 to 75% of these people are not residents of Alva. They'll be coming in from all over the state, all over Texas. We have like 6 recruits from Texas that their parents are going to come play. So it's exciting. But we will have a lot of people come into town that maybe for the first time. You know, I've had people tell me they want to come and that they haven't been back since maybe they graduated, and they've got kids and they want to bring their kids and let them spend the day in Alva and see the school while they go play golf and do whatever else they do out there. So I think it's going to be exciting. I expect to see hotels full and restaurants packed. And I've been going around talking to different people about supporting the program. And 3 of those I hit yesterday were the Days Inn, the Comfort Inn, and the Holiday Inn. And they have told me that they've got people scheduled already to come in for this event. So that's exciting to me. With that being said, our revenue for this event will be approximately $18,000. The flip side of that, our expenses for this event will be roughly $23,000. So what I'm asking for is your help to help me offset the cost of the event. Are there any questions for me or Dr. Pecky?
So I have one.
Yes.
Will Northwestern be having like tours of the campus during the golf time? I mean, I know that people will be out there playing golf, but you said the families will be here.
No,
So
I
will there be?
I talked to Tyler about setting something up, and I'm trying to get her a number of how many, not necessarily kids, wives, whoever wants to do a tour. I've set up a tour for a handful of guys, and I say a handful, there might be 100, that they want to come see our offices. They want to go to the stadium. I can't wait to show them the beautiful press box, which is phenomenal, and just walk around campus and
The remodeled dorms. I mean, like, yeah, those are nice.
right.
It's a really nice addition.
So there's going to be between 30 and 50 coming back that are surprisingly still alive because they're my age. That's going to be coming back for the first time since we played here, and which is I can't wait to see it. And they said, well, you got to show us around, and so we will. We'll spend Friday. We'll spend a good part of the day going around campus and showing them all the facilities, not just the football facilities, but all the facilities. You know, our coaches' offices, for instance, are. Dr. Hannaford gave us the Alabaster Room up in Vincent Hall. There's not a division school in the country that has a better, nicer coach's office than that. I can't wait for these guys to see it. It wasn't like that when we were here. So
That's my favorite room on campus. It's very nice.
When he showed it to me, he said, "What do you think?" And I said, "It's beautiful."
Yeah.
I said, "What do you use it for?" And he said, "About 2 events a year. So if you could use it, let's use it." So I'm very, very grateful. I'm so grateful for the support of all of our administration. It's been unbelievable. I had I don't know if any of y'all remember Bobby Thompson. Bobby Thompson coached here. He coached me. Not very long. They ran him off for some reason, but I loved him. And I talked to him the other night, and he said, "I'm going to tell you if you're going to be successful or not." I said, "Okay." He said, "How's your president?" And that was a unique way of looking at it, and I went, "He's great. I mean, he gets it. He's been in these shoes before, and so if that holds up, then I've got a good future ahead of me." But the everything has been great. I haven't lost a game yet, and I'm going to retire August 30th, the day before we open up. But no, again, I could go. I know y'all's time is precious, so I don't want to keep it too much. But we are going to spend a lot of time on campus.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. Anybody else have questions?
No.
Okay. 5,000 looks like it's the same amount that they received last year. So, and I do want to thank you for your work on this. I mean, you know, I know it's your job, but it's also kind of falls into the volunteer realm a little bit. So, anyway.
They're not paying.
Well, I know, well, I mean, not for playing the golf tournament. So, anyway, they're paying him to coach football, but
Well,
anyway.
and you know what, and I said that loudly at one meeting I had. I thought I was here to coach football.
Yeah, there's a lot of as assigned things.
Well, and I thought it was very, very important, as I've hit almost every business in town and outside of town, but I thought it was important that I go. I haven't sent a graduate assistant. I haven't sent anyone else. I've got one great assistant that I hired to do this, Vern Metcalf. Vern is my assistant.
You can depend on Vern.
Oh,
Yes,
always.
he's good.
Always.
His wife is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, we have a staff meeting every morning at 8:30, and I look over and there's Vern, got his hat on sideways. Let's go raise some money. And no, he's driven me every Tuesday and Thursday. We spend all day, because we practice on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we spend all day out meeting people.
Yeah.
And that's been phenomenal. And so, you know, I was at the bank yesterday, and there was a lady who said, "Coach, I'm so glad you're back." And she shook my hand, and she had one of those breathing things, and she's about 10 years younger than me, and I'm, oh boy, you know. But just the people are hungry to win. I know that because people supported the program when they weren't winning, and you know, we're doing everything we can. The name of the game is recruiting, but the beauty of that too, we'll have a spring game next Saturday, April the 22nd, and if any of you want to come out and see kind of what we look like at this point, you're more than welcome to come out. But we will probably have 50 to 75 sets of parents and little brothers and sisters. And so that's another event that's going to be really, really good for our city. You know, people are booking rooms, and they're booking rooms, you know, for the season. So the recruiting part of it is something that never ends. But the good thing is that's bringing more people into our community. So,
Okay. Thank you very much.
thank
for
you.
coming.
Appreciate it.
So thank you, Dr. Beatty, for coming also. So, okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to
I'll
approve $5,000 for
I'll second.
annual golf tournament.
He beat you.
Can't do them all.
Yeah.
Scott,
Yes.
Sadie,
Yes.
and Melinda.
Yes. All right. Reports from staff.
Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Thank you.
Mr. Ford, anything to tell us? I guess you're the staff person who's here. So,
If you'd like.
Better talk
I'll, I'll lead in. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Talked with Melinda and Jody. They came in and worked with us on budget preparation last month. And so we're in the process of getting all of our numbers figured out and getting ready to have a budget for you guys to look at for the tourism committee. As far as this year's budget's concerned, we are going to have a budget amendment for you guys. You haven't had as much revenue as what was projected, and you've funded some more projects than what were budgeted, but you do have plenty of cash and available to do what you've approved. So we just, as a formality, we'll do a budget amendment to make sure that we transfer that money from fund balance into your operating budget. So that'll be coming up. We might have that for the next meeting, but we might wait until, I guess the next meeting would be May. We could wait till June. I'd prefer not to. But as long as you guys have a pretty good idea of what you're going to spend before the end of the year, we'll make that budget amendment match that. And like I said, you've got fund balance available to do that, so it's not anything to be concerned about. It's actually good that you guys have projects that are worthy of your funding, and we're able to use those funds for their intended purpose. The council and staff, department head level. We'll meet Saturday to have our budget retreat, so council will get the first look at the draft budget, and we'll go over that on Saturday. Municipal elections did happen, and we will have one new member on the city council. Joe Parsons won his election versus Randy Stelling, so Randy will be leaving, Joe will be coming in. And then all of the incumbents, aside from Randy, won their elections. And last but not least, we have hired Steve Ford to be our business manager. Steve started Monday, and he's been trying to drink from the fire hose. Been very busy first 3 days for him, but he's taken it all in stride. He's come back every morning so far, and he had a chance to bolt after the last meeting we were in, and he still came down here. So I think we're going to be all right. Steve has ties to Alva and Northwest Oklahoma, and I think he's going to do a good job for us. Steve,
Yeah, just glad to be here. Trying to get it all figured out. It's a steep learning curve, so it's.
You know all of us.
I don't know him.
Scott
I know
Klein.
Those three. Yeah.
I'm Scott Klein. I operate Northwest Electric
Okay.
down here. My dad's done it for 45 years. So.
And
My father-in-law and your dad started that business.
Oh, really? Your father-in-law's Frank?
Frank Sanders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
That's Tiff's dad. So yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Now I know who he is. I was like, you're Tiffany.
Yeah.
So,
I've known Tiffany since school, so.
and then over here we have Jody Bradford Stevenson, and she's the chamber director.
And we met you guys came out for the budget.
Yes. And Sadie Beer, and she's a council
Yep.
person. And then I'm Melinda Barton. So,
Yeah. So, but you're fair out ways, I guess.
yeah. Well, it doesn't hurt. I mean, there's one of you and thousands of us. So, anyway.
Did we ever take any action to move on finding out about the tax commission collection stuff? I know we kind of hit that in email and then retracted because of possible.
we'll get him on it. Work with Jody and Melinda and get Steve on it, and I think we'll.
I think that there's some things being done.
Okay.
So.
We do have contact information for people that will help us go through the process. It doesn't sound like it's going to be a difficult process, so.
Yep.
Okay.
So hopefully we can get that
Make it
going this
faster.
summer. And, I feel strongly that we need to alert the motels and all the bed and breakfasts and everyone who could have to pay. Let them know that we're making this change. And so, but I also feel strongly about us doing it. So
No, I think we need
that's,
to.
The city of Guthrie has gone through the process in the last 5 years or so, and they've been very helpful for us as a city in a lot of areas with their business manager coming up, helping me and Brian out and that sort of thing. And so we'll keep working that relationship. And like I said, they've just been through it in the last 5 years, and so I think they'll be a big help for us going through it ourselves.
so, and it's so much better than the system that we have now. So, anyway. Okay. Any other remarks or inquiries by the committee members? Okay. So let's see, it is 5:49. We are adjourned.